All right, take two. I'm not doing 13 because it's just like another problem that we've already done. What I am going to tackle is number 14. So I have a cube root here. So 25 is the same thing as 5 squared. N to the fourth is still n to the fourth. Now, this negative is going to come out front. And then I have negative 1 times 5 squared times n to the first. Okay, so I just broke everything down. Now I'm going to try and pair some things up here. So that and that, I still have a negative, still have a third root. This will be 5 to the fourth. Then I have a negative 1. And I have an n to the fifth. Okay, now I'm going to break that one down again. I know it's monotonous, I know it's boring, but that's what we have to do. So there's negative out in front. I have a third root. Now, that 5 to the fourth is going to break down to 5 to the third times 5. The negative 1 is going to stay. The n to the fifth is going to change into n to the third times n squared. Now that I have that, now I can start doing my work. So that's a negative out front. The third root of 5 to the third is a 5. The third root of negative 1 is negative 1, and the third root of n to the third is n. And what stays inside? We have the 5 and the n squared that stays inside. Our answer, our solution, when we multiply these out front, is going to be a positive 5n, and then I have the third root of 5n squared in there. So kind of a tough problem there, but we handled it. I'm also going to do number 15. Why not? So there's negative 4 out front. Great. Then in here, I have 3 times 4 is 12. Then I have m to the, 4 plus 2 is 6. And this is the third root. So you have to make sure I didn't forget that. Now, 12 breaks down to 2 times 6 and 3 times 4. And since we're taking the third root, we're looking for a cube. We don't have any. So the 12 is going to stay inside the cube root. The negative 4 stays outside. What is the third root of m to the sixth? It's m squared. So ladies and gentlemen, let me trim this up real quick. And that's it. That is that answer. Oh, I just erased it, didn't I? Come on. So it was negative 4m squared, third root of 12. There's your answer right there. Now, should I get number 16 started for you? Sure. Why not? I'm here to help. I'm actually going to erase this stuff real quick. So number 16. Got a 5 on the outside. Great. Talking about third root here. Now, I'm noticing that this is not only a negative, so you have to have a negative 1, but it's also 5 to the third. All right? And I have x to the fourth, and times this 5, and then x to the third. So I'm going to leave the 5s like that. So I still have this 5 on the outside. I have a negative 1 times 5 to the third. The only thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to combine these x's. So I have, or no, I'm not going to combine them. Nah, I'm going to break this one down further. So it's x to the third times x. This 5 I'm going to leave alone, and this one, x to the third, I'm going to leave x to the third. Because now it gives me a list of things that I can take the third root of. So this 5 is still out there. What is the third root of x to the negative, or of negative 1? It's negative 1. What is the third root of 5 to the third? It's 5. What is the third root of x to the third? It's x. What is the third root of this x to the third? Another x. Everything else inside is just a 5x. So now all I have to do is I have to clean up the outside. 5 times negative 1 times 5 is negative 25. X times x is x squared. And then I have the third root of 5x still inside. So that's that. All right. Thank you.